What do you drink? What are you drinking there, Vorn?
Daddy's Happy Juice, aka $5 wine.
The Singer Boys are here to speak all of their thoughts on the Big Bang Theory. Rob has an opinion, Vorn has an opinion, he probably has one too. But most of all, Rob has an opinion.
Hey everybody, it's season 3. I'm happy to be here. Who are you? And you, are you happy to be here?
I'm Rob. I'm even happier to be here. What about you, Pete?
I'm Pete, and I'm as happy as you two.
I can hear it in your voice.
Welcome back. It's season 3 of the Bazinga Boys.
And as usual, we're doing our season intro where we're giving the show a chance and we're keeping it positive. So it's 100% positive, 100% on board with the Big Bang Theory again. You know, and probably, the way I see it, it's probably going to stick the whole way for this whole season. It's going to be pretty positive. What about you guys? What are your thoughts?
I'm hitting the reset button along with you boys. I'm forgetting about the last 2 seasons. I'm ready to be happy and excited about the Big Bang Theory again.
I've already forgotten about the last 2 seasons, and I'm ready to be super stoked, and I can't wait to talk about this fantastic first episode of season 3. I think they've turned a new leaf this time, and we're on our way to watching a great show for another 9 seasons.
So what do we do on the podcast though, Pete?
We're here putting our minds, hearts, and bodies on the line to really get involved in the Big Bang Theory culture. We're watching every single episode of the show, and that's what we're all about.
That sounds like a really, really bad intro at like a Tinder first date. You're like,
I'm so sorry for putting you on the spot before, because I was just like, that's really fucked and hard. I thought you were going to throw to Rob, and then I was like, oh shit, I don't know what to say.
I think, honestly, season 3 of The Big Bang Theory is going to rescue a lot of sad people and make them really happy and positive. So I sung a song about it.
I'm feeling sad. Don't feel sad. Why not? I feel really sad.
Because, oh yay, it's a happy day. It's the return of the Big Bang Theory. Season 3 is here to stay. What a wonderful day.
So let me get this straight. Your solution to making me feel happy is to watch season 3 of The Big Bang Theory?
Yeah, isn't that a great idea? I guess he didn't get the positivity memo.
Jesus. What a great song! That was a miraculous song there, Rob. I loved it.
Oh.
It was extraordinary.
So good it might even get cut from the edit.
That's not. Hey, believe in yourself, because I believe in you, Rob. Because you know it's just a positive day. Do you want to talk? Well, and not even in with being with a theme. I'm going to spoiler alert people. This was my favorite episode of The Big Bang Theory, easily. What about you guys?
I'm right there with you. I feel like this is the most complex. This is one where I actually wrote detailed notes about what happened, because there were so many different scenes and threads through this story.
I actually stopped writing notes about halfway through because I was like, all I'm doing is writing notes. I'm not even enjoying the show as much as I should be.
Oh, Jesus, you're such a great person. So, do you want to give a quick recap of the episode, Pete?
Well, I'll give it the recap it deserves. So, so for those of our listeners that are out there that have been with us since day 1, or even just been watching The Big Bang Theory since day 1, season 2 ended on a cliffhanger. Rob, do you want to say what happened on that cliffhanger?
So at the end of season 2, with no warranted reason, I mean every warranted reason, Penny was sad that Leonard had gone to the North Pole for a scientific expedition. So the boys were in the North Pole, and they've now returned with beards.
Moving on to season 3, episode 1, which is the episode that we just watched, the electric can opener fluctuation. Sheldon, Raj, Shelfman, Glasses Man all return from the North Pole with facial hair. Sheldon believes he has Nobel Prize-worthy research. However, whoa, ready for this? Turns out the other boys were just fucking with him and his equipment by using an electric can opener. So all of his research is for nothing. They return after 3 months in the North Pole. Penny, for some reason, wants Glasses Man's glasses inside her, like fucking hard. Sheldon pulls a massive cockblock and moves to Texas, which is his home state, after he finds out that his research results were tampered with. And this forces Leonard to leave the state retrieve Sheldon from his racist, homophobic mother. They return back to the apartment. Penny finally hooks up with Glasses Man, but then they decide it's weird, returning everything back to its natural order.
I just want to say, Pete, that was a divine recap. Really, really,
Thank you.
really fabulous. Some things I noted about the episode, the things that I really loved about the episode was, I don't know if it was just the fake beard adhesive or something the boys had been doing before filming, but under Raj and Dr. Shelfman's nose, it seemed on their beard there was a bit of white powder. And it just made me think of snorting drugs and just made me happy. That's one of my favorite things that happened in the episode.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of that, I recently, you guys would know, but the listeners wouldn't. Recently, I went to the dentist and they said, hey, here's a sign-off form. This may affect your sinuses. And I got really scared. I'm like, whoa, I can't say it out loud, but will this affect my drug-taking ability? And don't worry, guys.
Will I be able to sniff really hard flowers hard?
So, will I be able to enjoy flowers as much as I usually do after this procedure? Actually, I'll quickly tell you another story about the dentist. Oh, you're really liking that one.
Yeah, no, I just the flowers and the actual flour that you bake with and white powder and it just all in my head. Just okay.
Well done, Pete. He got there.
I'll quickly tell you the other story from the dentist. And if it gets cut, it doesn't cut. So, the other thing that happened at the dentist. When's the last time you guys went to the dentist?
I go every 6 months.
17 years ago.
I went to one, and it was basically what happens is it's awesome now. They have like a TV above the chair with Netflix, and you just go in. They go, "Hey, what do you want to watch while we're fucking around with you?" I mean, giving you a divine time. And the dental nurse at this place was kind of awkward. Like, you know when they're trying to build a rapport, but they have their set lines that they use, and it's just kind of weird. They're like, "Oh, so what do you want to put on Netflix?" And I just thought, hey, this experience is going to be terrible. Why not just layer it on and we'll put on Black Mirror?
Did you have a particular episode in mind?
Well, no, I didn't.
When you jumped to Black Mirror?
I was just like, just chuck on any episode. And the dental nurse was going, have you watched it before? Have you seen the first episode where the Prime Minister... and cuts herself off because she was about to say in a dental office with a dentist right next to her, like, have you seen the episode where the Prime Minister fucks a pig? Which isn't really...
Did it
conversation.
Did it go from straight from what are you doing this weekend? How's this weather we having? You see that episode where they fuck a pig?
Yeah. So I know we're about to get into some dental stuff, but first, thoughts on pig fucking. Anyway, she puts on a random episode because she obviously caught herself. She caught herself trying to have a conversation and then realized she was going to bring up pig fucking. And she puts on a random episode, and this episode has a very long sex scene. So this is super awkward to have someone penetrating one of my orifices. They're like mouths and tools are in my mouth. And you just hear women's sex moans going on. And every now and then they'd stop to look at the TV
while the drill was still in your mouth as well. The anesthetic,
I'm right
you can't
here.
feel what's happening.
Just imagine having sex with someone there looking at the screen watching the porn instead. I'm right here. Take care of me. So that's my dentist story. Anyway, other things on the episode was... I noticed was the Volcom shirt made a return.
Thank you. Well, do you know what the twist is? This is since
another twist. It's another season twist.
Since the Blazinger episode that we did, I haven't touched marijuana or any form in any
I thought you were
form.
going to say I haven't touched a Volcom shirt.
I haven't. Tonight I had an edible and then watched the episode, and then this fucking shirt reappears. I kept a fucking eye on it, and that was one of the things I was going to send through tonight. Was I was wondering if you picked up on it because it's a very subtle Volcom shirt.
Anything else you got about this episode that you loved?
I loved how racist Sheldon's mom was. I know Pete touched on that earlier. I thought it was really great of her to make a joke about Chinese people eyes. That was a positive thing.
And also how thankful she was when she found out that Glasses Man was interested in women.
Yeah.
was quite a great homophobic remark that she made. Did anyone actually laugh in this episode?
I did not laugh, but
But I loved it.
I think it was a really neat episode. And sometimes you don't need to laugh to feel wondrous.
This one got a ha. This one got a ha out of me.
Oh, it's a laugh from Pete.
Laugh from Pete.
You.
What was it?
Oh, you're marvelous.
It was. Thank you. It was either. It was probably the drugs, but it was when. So they're going to Texas. The rest of the Bazinga lads, Raj, Shelfman, and Glasses Man, are going to go retrieve Sheldon from his home. For some reason, Shelfman feels like he needs to dress up like a Texas Ranger, so they stop past at a shop, and he purchases a large red boys cowboy hat. And it's red because it matches his turtleneck. There was a comment that was made where someone says that he looks like he's from Toy Story. I laughed at
that was
bit.
a good joke. This was my favorite ep because that joke was good. There was another really good joke from Dr. Shelfman as well, saying that Sheldon was being a massive dictator. And he goes, whoa, I thought you said you were going to go easy on him. He goes, yeah, I added the tater. And I was like, whoa, that's a clever little joke.
Vorn, can we break the fourth wall of the episode for a moment? Is this actually your favorite episode? Or are you just being positive?
Yes, no, 100% yes. 100%.
Okay, I'm back to the happy then.
No, 100%. I actually enjoyed it. If every episode was like this, I'd like this show.
So I did a little bit of research for this one as well. Positive research. This episode was watched by 12.9 million people.
That's great.
And it was amazing when I checked my database of facts. And it turns out that is the same number of people living in Africa, Asia, and East Europe that are HIV positive.
That is really positive.
Fantastic.
What was great was I knew the joke was coming. I knew what the punchline was, and it was still funny.
Nifty. That's a nifty little factoid there, Pete.
I do love that we've finished our laughing, and Pete's still going, and it was his joke.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Pete, do you have any nitpicks?
So I do have a nitpick, thanks, Rob. I'm going to start off on a positive note. So
You should always be positive, Pete.
I did some more research. So I was so happy to find out that the lift is still broken in this season because going up 5 floors in a lift uses about 500 kilowatt seconds and costs about 3 cents every ride. So that means that the lift doesn't work. So that means that it's great for the environment. It's a healthy lifestyle. For the boys, because they don't look like they get much more exercise other than climbing their stairs into their apartment. So that was really positive, and it really got me thinking. But then my nitpick is that when they return from the North Pole after being away for 3 months, they walk up their flights of stairs, they open their apartment, and all the lights are on in their house. So that's one of my nitpicks. Is like, have you ever left anywhere for 3 months and just left all your electrical equipment running?
Do we have another fun nitpick?
Oh, go on.
So when 3/4 of the Big Bang Theory boys are at Sheldon's mother's home, Sheldon's mum, played by Laurie Metcalf, she offers Howard a drink. Well, rather she says, you will have a Coke. But then she emerges with a Pepsi.
You know what? I've got a nitpick myself with the Pepsi as well. And it's a great nitpick. The Pepsi that she opens at the dinner table, she puts her finger on it, and you get the of a freshly cracked Beppis. But unfortunately, it was already open.
I didn't pick that one up, so she just touches the top of a can and then it makes that sound.
Yeah. And
But I think that's a good thing. It's a good thing.
it's just a good show. Guys! It's time for Vorn vs. Rob vs. the DVD jacket.
Whoa, did I just hear Rob's name in that sentence?
Well, I thought a really positive thing to do for season 3. I think we all thought this, but I'm going to take full credit because
I
that's
feel
a
like
great
this was
thing
my
to do.
idea, but that's fine. You can have it because you're a good friend.
Oh, that's nice of you to do, Rob. We decided to freshen up the season, and rather than just being me versus the DVD jacket, why not invite Rob on over, and he can have a go at the DVD jacket, and Pete can decide which person got closer. So it's just not me versus no one. And I thought, well, if we're going to rejig the segment, why not rejig the theme as well? So here's the new Vorn vs. Rob vs. the DVD jacket theme.
It's Vorn vs. Robin and the DVD jacket. Vorn vs. Robin, Vorn. DVD.
Just to recap, so I'm collecting all the DVDs from The Big Bang Theory. So I sent earlier on in the week the electric can opener fluctuation episode's description that is in the season 3 of The Big Bang Theory with some of the words edited out. So I believe I sent a word in the Arctic word Sheldon's word Leonard, Howard, and Raj in the word.
Yes.
Okay.
So the game now is whoever Pete feels gets closest to the DVD jacket, the actual answer. And how he decides that's completely up to him. So, Rob, do you want to go first?
Sure, I'll go first. And I think I've got it. I know it's first time out, but I think I'm close. Okay.
I love your marvelous,
Positive
positive,
attitude. Yeah.
and confidence.
Cool. A broken generator in the Arctic forces Sheldon's penis into Leonard, Howard, and Raj in the cold night.
Okay, and now I'd like to hear from Vorn, please.
You know, it's not the most positive thing in the world to say that I feel I've been beaten here. It's really all well and good when it's just yourself versus no one. You got nothing to compare it to. A weird orgy in the Arctic ruins Sheldon's libido, leaving Leonard, Howard, and Raj in the blue ball zone.
You also... blue ball is 2 words, isn't it?
I did a dash between it to try and fit it in.
Because it's such a positive episode. As far as I'm concerned, there are no losers. You guys both get a point.
That's great, because I definitely was not as good as Rob.
I love that you tried, though, with yours. And with mine, I just went as close to penis and whatever as possible. Sometimes it's not about
like
how
most
you try.
aspects of life.
Sometimes it's just about, like, doing the first thing that comes to your head.
There's so many dick references there.
Yeah. So you said...
Whoever comes closest to my head.
Yeah. Whichever penis comes closest to your head is the one you go for, eh, Rob?
If it'll help the artwork, sure.
The official DVD jacket copy reads, "A grand deception in the Arctic puts Sheldon's friendship with Leonard, Howard, and Raj in the deep freeze."
Cool. Cold night, deep freeze, same thing.
Dandy. Guys! At the end of last season, we had the stand-up quiz where Rob... It wasn't a good episode for Rob, but you know what? It was tremendous for everyone else. So, all up, it's on a positive scale. And Rob has now got to do...
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah. Rob has now got to do, at the end of the season, go to an open mic night and perform some stand-up comedy. And I thought, you know what? We're friends here. We're a group. And we're here to support and help you in a positive way. So I thought, all through the season, I'm just going to be helping you, Pete as well, helping you get prepared for this moment in your life. And so I've got some jokes for you.
Hold up. Did you mention that the stand-up comedy is Big Bang Theory related? I think you missed that in your little spiel there.
Well...
That's the key factor to
How
this.
extraordinary of me. It's Big Bang Theory related, the stand-up comedy. And it does make it hard, but you know what? Challenges in life are good. And I thought, hey, Rob, I'm a nice guy. I'm a positive dude. I'll give you some jokes here. We're going to start at the very base level and maybe give you some things. You can use it in your set if you want, or can use it as a springboard. Rob, why did the Sheldon cross the road? This is a good opener for the
This
whole
sounds on
set.
par with what I've been writing. Why, Vorn?
To get home to watch Star Trek in his spot.
All right, my turn.
Why is that really funny?
My turn. How many Sheldons does it take to screw in a light bulb?
One,
What?
because he's really smart.
Yeah, 1. He's a physicist. I'm sure he can figure it out.
Great joke, Rob.
Fuck you both.
Great.
Pete's laughing way too hard.
Okay, Rob. I got another one for you. This one's a knock-knock joke, but you have to start it. So go, Rob.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Holy shit. Bazinga.
Bazinga.
You got another one, Rob?
No, I was going to discuss because I don't want to throw away all my gold like at the
Oh,
start.
okay. Well, I got one more for you, Rob.
All right. Let's go.
You're a really exceptional individual.
Okay, but that wasn't Big Bang Theory related, but that's fine.
Well, this one is. What's black and white and red all over? The Nazi flag in Glasses Man's room. Well, yeah, we will be checking in all season to see how you go. I really do want to hear some snippets of some ideas of what you've got. I'm going to be coming out with more ideas, more tips, maybe even get some stand-up comedians and people in the comedy industry to come in and weigh in and maybe help you on your journey to become a stand-up comic.
Do you think Pete mentioned something? Do you think this is better if I just go in blind or I let the audience know, let them in on the joke? Like, what's
Blind.
okay? So making them know that there's something that it's just part of a shtick, like they'll know straight away regardless.
They'll realize it if
If I
they're
wear
if
a
they're
Bazinga
true-
Boys
if they're-
shirt as well.
If they're true fans of comedy, they'll pick it from a mile away.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's going to be phenomenal.
All right. So, we mentioned this before. Like as far as our store goes, we have the child-sized T-shirt folders, and soon we've done the we've talked about Dick Starter and doing all these different pictures of our dicks.
Can I
and-
interrupt, Rob?
No. And you did interrupt. That was it. That was your interruption.
Can I interrupt, Rob? If anyone's wondering, the Bazinga Boys shirt folders for children are still on sale. So if anyone was wondering, oh, they're probably sold out, I'm not even going to bother going. You're wrong.
We only have 4 left, but luckily they're in each of the colors that were originally available.
Anyway, so we've been discussing ways about... We talked about how we would do our own artwork of our own dicks and then get them put into, like, a poster. And Vorn got me thinking, when he started inviting these lovely, lovely ladies in on Fiverr about, like, doing the voiceover stuff, I thought, what if we each individually reach out to somebody on Fiverr and just inquire about what we need? And it's the whole thing. We'll be inquiring based on, like, hey, we need all the Big Bang Theory guys replaced with images of penises. I don't know. Thinking about writing it in a way where it doesn't come off as, like, sexually... I mean,
It's not
gonna be
pornographic. It's not pornographic. We approach it as if like we're asking for a life drawing,
Yeah,
because that's not pornographic. That's fine art.
I've got a link for you to read. So this is an example of... I want all of us by the next episode to reach out to someone on Fiverr with the request.
Because as a recap, we're doing different tiered levels. The lower tiers, they'll be the most accessible. Will be cartoon renderings of our penises.
Pete, so I want you to read what I've just linked. Go to that one. Just read part of the page. So I want you to find
Can
someone...
I read it?
Yeah, Vaughn, if you want to read it.
Go on, Vaughn.
I'm not very good at reading, but you know what? You give it a shot.
Okay, so this is one of the Fiverr accounts I found. Like, this is just an example of one that we could reach out to. I want you to find the one that best suits what you think will be good for our picture, for our drawings. I thought this person's artwork and everything they're about would be ideal for drawing penises on the Big Bang Theory heads.
The title of this Fiverr is, I will do cute children's book illustration. 43 5-star ratings. Great. There is a picture of an owl here. Looks like it was done in paint. It does look very phallic.
Suspiciously looks very phallic.
Yes. What the honk, man? What the 100? Oh, okay. So full book, 10 pages, $135. Get out of town. What are you on it, Rob? This was just fantastic planning because at the very top of about this gig, I'm unavailable to take any book orders right now, as I have a lot of book projects in hand. Available for only small projects now.
This
Thanks.
is a small project.
Well, that will work for my penis, but what about your penises?
Very small projects.
Yes.
Very small projects.
Do contact me before placing the order. I will draw children's book style illustration or simple illustration for your webpage or cartoonize any scene as per your needs. Any scene! I have illustrated up to 17 children's books so far and still counting. Guys, we have to make a Bazinga Boys children's book. I think this is the way the show is naturally progressing.
This is how we get around copy. This is how we get around copyright. Like it's like Glasses Man, Shelfman.
I have knowledge in self-publishing books in Amazon, KDP, and have helped numerous authors self-publish their children's books. And
Self-published is basically code word for unpublished. But we'll stay positive.
Has anyone else got anything to talk about?
No, anyway, but so the page I found before and then I just couldn't find it. It was actually like, I am a 9th grade high school student. Is how it started.
oh Jesus Christ, no!
Yeah, hang on a second. That's not very
I was
positive.
going to get Pete to read that, but but then I lost it. I couldn't find the link. I don't know what happened.
What a phenomenal idea there, Rob.
I'm already
Really,
firing off concepts
really
at this artist.
terrific. Hey, check out my new segment. It's called "Let's Get Pete on a list."
Well, this episode took a dark turn.
This next episode is called "Let's Get Pete Arrested."
Jesus Christ. Just see SWAT break into Pete's room.
On my Sky, and all I'm worried about is my Star Wars toys getting kicked over. I'm like, guys, settle down. That's a mint in box Princess Leia from 1983.
I can't even say anything positive about such a sad statement. And with that, let's end the episode, boys. I've been Vorn.
I've been Rob.
I've been positive.
Positive Pete. Positive Pete.
And we are the Bazinga Boys. Thanks for coming back for season 3. Goodbye.
Hi everyone, it's Michael here. Thanks for listening to another episode of Bazinga Boys. It always means so much to know you are listening and laughing along. Come join in the fun on social media at facebook.com/Bazinga Boys or on Twitter at twitter.com/Bazinga_boys. Alternatively, you can go to our website, buy some fantastic merchandise, such as a child-sized t-shirt folders, an item that has come in handy for me due to my child-sized body, and interest in child-sized lovers who are always leaving their shirts in my van. You dick.